It started off good, qualified third. Felt good all night. 2 mistakes that were very costly this weekend. With the heat race, leading the heat race, crashed. Had to go to the LCQ. Luckily won that, and then whole shot the main, and team was putting a bit of pressure on me, and I started riding a bit tight. So I was sort of happy for him to go past me, and then I just sat on him, and then a couple of lappers sort of got in my way when he just had that gap, and I was sort of settling for second, and I probably, you know, you probably shouldn't do that. Like, I normally wouldn't settle for second, but I was like, righto, and then that's when you make mistakes. I made a mistake and crashed. Still got third, so happy for me, happy for the team. We're in a better position than we were last year, and points-wise, and man, it should be uphill from here.
Take me through the track view in the main event, starting to really deteriorate, and then sort of the whoops as well. You know, half the riders choosing to whoop, some jumping. What was your sort of strategy coming into that?
Mine was jumping. It was a 3-3-3 line that was pretty consistent. Obviously, when you're getting 20 laps, you try and look at, you know, skimming and might have been like a quarter of a second quicker, but you just make little mistakes. So I opted for the smooth line and the smooth, easier thing, and it worked out. Just some mistakes tonight. But the track did deteriorate, and there was one corner I really struggled on after the finish line. I spoke to Dean afterwards. I said, man, I was struggling on that one. He goes, were you going there first? Because I was going to first gear, and I'm like, nope, I wasn't. So, you know, learn.
Every sort of rider, you know, talks coming into the season, feeling good, doing good. You know, this was your first outing here with the Empire Kawasaki outfit. How has that progression been with you in the Kawasaki motorcycle? You know, did you learn a lot more on the track tonight? Do you go back to the drawing board next week to try and fix things? Where are you currently at, you know, with your package?
Package is good. The bike's really good. Suspension's on point, cruise tune, and then Jed Parsons, the engine, and he's my mechanic with the Vortex and all that sort of stuff, Pirelli tyres, and then having a Kawasaki under me. I sort of hopped on the bike and felt at home straight away. It turns unbelievable, like it's really light up top and very nimble. But it's the hardest part was tonight coming to this track with the unknown and being so tight. It's so hard to practice on something like that. Like, you don't build that because it's not something you sort of want to practice on. So that was our obstacle this weekend. But come Newcastle, I don't think we'll have that obstacle.
On to Newcastle, Matt. Awesome to see you again, and we'll see you there. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was tight. I think, like everybody said, it was probably one of the tightest races that I've ever done. But no, it was cool. It was a cool experience. I felt actually quite good riding this weekend. I think I could probably do with a little bit more speed and probably flow a bit more, but I think it was a good start. Just a bit unfortunate about the main event.
Yeah, main event for you after the whoop, sort of going over the berm. Were you helped there at all?
Yeah,
was there some contact?
Yeah.
Take me through that.
Oh, it's indoors, you know. Like, don't get a good start to what you're kind of risking. So, yeah, I got a bit of help there. Just got hit from the inside, I guess, and yeah, pushed right over.
On a track like this, you know, being so tight, once you get up from an incident like that, back and find your rhythm, man, that thing felt quick. Does it feel quick out there as well, those main events?
Yeah, it was like, I was sort of thinking, well, maybe at the halfway mark or a little over halfway, and the race was over. So I couldn't actually believe how fast it went.
Hey, progression for you, you know, I see I'm pretty sure a track was built for you guys down there in Melbourne. Is that sort of the pre-season Supercross for you? How's that been? And then, you know, 3 or 4 weeks till the next round. How does Kyle Webster do it?
Yeah, we have a track down there at the moment, but obviously it's battling the weather a little bit. So a few Ks under the belt in the car, just doing some travelling around and riding some different tracks, which I think it's not a bad thing. You know, good variety. But that's pretty much what it's been like. And I'll probably head up towards sort of Sydney maybe this week coming, just from all the rain down there. But yeah, it's a little bit of the gypsy life, but it's not so bad.
Hey, final question for me. You know, a 3-round championship, how do you go into this? How do you come about it? It's, you know, you sure can't win it on the first night, but you can lose it.
Yeah. I mean, race by race, really. I want to do the best that I can at each one and try and avoid those situations that I got in tonight, but sometimes you just can't avoid it. So I just take it race by race and week by week, try to get better during the week and build towards each race.
See you at Newcastle.
Thank
you.
Be there. Cheers. Thanks. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't too bad. I mean, just come in on this real tight track here at Adelaide, wanted to get around unscathed and into the next 2 rounds healthy. So, plan was succeeded. Yeah, heat race was alright, good start, ended up third, just missing out by 1 spot. So I had to go to the LCQ and the pressure was on. So come around there, got last position 4th, and yeah, went into the main event. Last gate big, out wide, decent start, and just put it down halfway through and then just rode it around and got 10th. So not too bad, happy with how I went, and just happy to come out healthy.
When you have a championship here like this with 3 rounds, how do you come into that? How do you execute that and sort of, maintain and gain momentum on every single round for a championship?
Yeah, I think like most people for this round, I think they're all coming in saying like they want to get through it. You don't want to get a good result, you don't want to be last, and you don't want to be hurt. So once we get through Adelaide and the tracks get bigger and everything opens up, the racing gets better, then everyone starts to push a bit more, and that's where the real racing is. So everyone got through unscathed mainly, and then so onto the next 2 rounds where the real racing starts.
If we rewind, say 12 months ago, back into Marvel Stadium last year, an injury for you in the first round of Supercross, does lining back up in the stadium, the lights, the fans there, do you start getting those nerves back? Do you start having flashbacks, say back to then? Is that something that creeps into your mind, or is it lock it out and all go?
Honestly, I didn't really think about the injury or anything. I mean, I'm still sore to the day from then. Like right now I'm sore on the ankle. But the nerves were this morning, just wanting to ride the track, wanting to see how I felt on this tight track. And once I did that first practice, the nerves went away and it was all normal. So nothing really coming back to my head about crashing. I mean, it happens, and it's always going to happen. So it doesn't really affect me. But I'm still sore from last year in Melbourne, but we're just pushing through and happy to get away from round 1.
So injury-wise for you, back, are you 90% on the motorcycle, like with comfort? Like you said, a little bit of pain, is that something that you're living with now constantly? Take me through that. Yeah,
I'm constantly in pain, obviously, with my ankle, so it's just a struggle daily. But I mean, like tonight, I pushed as hard as I really could, but I mean, it was a tight track, hard for the big bikes and most people, but also I didn't want to get hurt, I didn't want to hurt myself more, but also I just want to get through. But my ankle really does play a little part in how I was riding. I mean, I want to go faster and I want to hit the left-handers faster, but I just don't want to put my leg out. But I mean, it's not too bad, but to me, I want to say it's not too bad, but I mean, for anyone else, it's a big struggle. Like, I can't walk in the mornings and I can't really walk later tonight. So just to get on the bike and struggle to shift gears, I mean, just to be around Supercross track riding like that, it's a big achievement. I'm just happy to be on there.